Don't save this video to watch later. I mean it. If there was ever a video where hitting that button is basically a confession, it's this one. Because right now, some of you are already thinking, I'll finish watching this tomorrow, about a video on why you can't finish anything today. That's not a coincidence. That's the entire video happening to you in real time before we've even started. Here's the thing nobody says out loud. Procrastination isn't a discipline problem. You already know what needs to get done. You're not confused about the task. You're not even bad at planning it. And yet, somehow, you'll clean your room, reorganize your files, and watch 4 unrelated videos about ancient kissing before you open that one document. That gap between knowing and doing has a name, and it's not laziness. In 2018, researchers at Ruhr University Bochum in Germany scanned the brains of 264 people and split them into 2 groups, doers and procrastinators. The difference wasn't willpower. It was structural. Procrastinators had, on average, a physically larger amygdala, the brain's fear and threat detection center, and weaker connections between that amygdala and the region that turns intentions into action. So the mystery's solved, right? Bigger fear center, more procrastination. Science explains it all. Except that tells us what's different in the brain. It doesn't tell us why evolution would build a brain that sabotages itself like this. And this is where it gets genuinely strange, because procrastination should not exist. It has no survival benefit. It doesn't help you find food, avoid predators, or raise children. If anything, it actively hurts you, deadlines missed, health checkups delayed, opportunities lost. Evolution is supposed to delete traits that only cause harm. So why is procrastination still here in nearly everyone, generation after generation? A 2025 study proposes an answer that reframes the whole problem. Procrastination isn't its own trait at all. It's a side effect of something else, impulsivity, that used to be life-saving. For most of human history, hesitation could get you killed. See movement in the grass. You don't schedule a risk assessment meeting. You react immediately. That fast, threat first, act now wiring was so useful that it got baked deep into the brain. The problem is that same circuitry can't tell the difference between a predator and a difficult email. According to research covered by National Geographic, when you sit down to do a hard task, your amygdala treats the discomfort, boredom, fear of failure, anxiety about being judged, almost the same way it would treat a physical threat. Not identical in intensity, identical in kind. The signal is simple and ancient. This is unpleasant. Get away from it. Scrolling your phone isn't a character flaw in that moment. It's your brain successfully executing a threat response that's tens of thousands of years old, aimed at the wrong target. There's a second piece to this, and it's called present bias. Economists studying decision-making found that humans consistently overvalue an immediate reward and undervalue a future one, even when they know, mathematically, the future option is better. It's why scrolling now always feels like it beats finishing the report later, even though future you will pay for it. No other planning failure is this consistent across culture, age, or intelligence. Smart people procrastinate. Disciplined people procrastinate. It's not a personal failing. It's a universal setting. That same 2018 study actually split people into 2 distinct styles, not just good and bad at getting things done. Researchers call it action orientation versus state orientation. Action-oriented people move from intention to action almost automatically. Decide, then do. State-oriented people get stuck evaluating the decision itself, replaying it, second-guessing it, sometimes long after the moment to act has already passed. If you've ever sat frozen rereading the same email for 10 minutes without responding, that's not indecision about the content. That's your brain stuck in a loop. It evolved for genuinely dangerous decisions, now running on an email. And here's the part that makes this so much worse right now than it was even 20 years ago. Your phone is not a neutral bystander in any of this. Every notification is built on what researchers call a variable reward schedule, the same underlying mechanism that makes slot machines addictive. Your brain doesn't release its biggest hit of dopamine when the notification arrives. It releases it in the anticipation, the split second before you check, not knowing if it's something exciting or nothing at all. That uncertainty is the hook. So the exact moment your ancient threat response is telling you to escape a hard task, a modern device sitting 6 inches from your hand is offering the single easiest, most compelling escape route evolution never designed you to resist. Which brings us back to the start of this video. If you're the kind of person who watches later, felt a small flicker of guilt, and kept watching anyway, congratulations, you just personally demonstrated everything we covered in the last 2 minutes. Your amygdala flagged this moment as slightly uncomfortable, being called out, and your brain almost talked you into escaping it. You didn't. That's rarer than you think. The next time you catch yourself doing literally anything except the one thing you're supposed to be doing, you're not weak and you're not broken. You're running software built for a world with lions in the grass, applied to a world with Slack notifications and tax deadlines. The mismatch is the whole story. So if you made it this far without minimizing the tab, that's basically a subscribe in disguise. Might as well make it official before you go find something else to do instead. We like to think procrastination is a modern problem, something wrong with us specifically right now. The truth is almost the opposite. It's an old, useful reflex running in a world that no longer needs it. And the video you almost saved for later just proved it works exactly as designed.